Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Shanny Show. I am wearing a crocheted half bandana because I wanted my hair back partially out of my face, but I didn't want to put it up. This is a second one I have, and look how it looks off of my head. This one's mushrooms, this one's strawberries. I'm really in love with it because you basically tie it on. I'll have this linked in the description because I really like it. Anyway, that is not the point of this video. So I've finally gotten around to making this first installment of getting back into manga. The first couple of times that I tried recording this, I was attempting to do this as a reading vlog, but with the manga that I was reading, the main manga that I was reading in the vlog, I wasn't reacting as much as I wanted to, so I just decided to do an overview of some manga that I've read recently, 3 series to be exact. I'm just gonna go in general order of how I read the manga. So the first manga that I want to talk about is School Rumble. This was the one that I was trying to record a reading vlog for, but it just wasn't going as I planned or as I wanted it to. Ideally, School Rumble would have been a fantastic way to get back into manga because the anime is one of my favorite anime. It's a comfort show. It's something that I put on semi-regularly, especially if I need something at this point that's more background than anything, because I have watched it so many times that I basically know it scene for scene. So as I said, because of that, because it's an anime that I love, ideally it would have been the best manga to go into. The best new manga, I should say, because I have read manga before. Because I know the anime practically scene for scene, and the anime is basically scene for scene the manga, there are some slight word changes between the manga and the anime, but the anime is basically the manga scene for scene. So I wasn't really reacting. I knew it was coming up. I knew what scene this was, and there were quite a few moments that I was basically skimming a little bit because I was like, oh, I remember this scene. There were a couple of little details that I've enjoyed about the manga, especially kind of like how you see in the screenshot where you kind of get little character info kind of interspersed throughout the manga. So that's something else that I did really enjoy about the manga, and part of me kind of wished that somehow that was translated into the anime because that would have been really fun to see. It would have been really fun to see how they would have approached that. I can't really describe what I'm thinking, but I can think of a couple of ways that they could have done something like that. But I am really enjoying the School Rumble manga. I took a pause from it because it didn't put me in a reading slump per se, but I did kind of need a break from it because of how closely the anime follows the manga. I do want to continue it though because the anime only goes so far, and I want to be able to read past where the anime ends and kind of see where the manga ends. At the time I'm recording this, I am currently in volume 7, I believe, so we'll just see how the rest of this goes. So the next manga that I started was Trinity Blood. I have only read volume 1 of this because I was only able to get access to volume 1 in the Libby app, and I haven't figured out how to get access to later volumes as of right now. But I'm figuring it out. This is another anime that I really enjoyed and I really love. It's another weirdly comfort anime, but it's one of those comfort animes that I do have to be in the right mindset for, especially around Halloween spooky season, if for anything, just for the mere fact that it has vampires and it has a very dark, twisted view of the Roman Catholic Church, which is a fun thing to approach. Kind of tricky, but it does it well. It really approaches that well. There's a female cardinal, which I absolutely love. So reading the manga was fun. What I remember of the manga, the first episode to maybe episode 2, at the very least episode 3, at the very most episode 3, does follow the volume 1, the manga, relatively closely. There are some slight differences, not major, not really anything that's outrageously different between the manga and the anime. I really want to continue, but as of right now, I just need to figure out how to get my hands on the later volumes. And lastly, I read Yashahime, Half Demon Princess. I specifically read volumes 1 through 3, and thankfully I do have physical copies for those. The 2 Barnes & Nobles that I usually go to, one of them only had the first 2 volumes, and then the other one had the 3rd volume, but I haven't been able to get later volumes after volume 3. This is one, I feel like Yashahime would have been the best choice if I were to have done a reading vlog for getting back into manga. I have not watched the anime for Yashahime, Inuyasha yet. I want to. I love Inuyasha. It's another comfort anime. I didn't finish the manga, although I need to. I kind of avoided watching Inuyasha because I did get some spoilers that I wasn't particularly happy about. I don't really know how it's approached. I'm starting to learn how it's approached, but I was hesitant to start the anime because I wasn't sure how they approached the spoilers that I was spoiled for. So that's why I was hesitating, and going into the manga, I feel like did kind of help. I'm not someone who really cares about spoilers for the most part, so I didn't really mind getting these spoilers, but at the same time, it's like, it wasn't getting spoiled itself, it was just what the spoiler was that was like, are you kidding me? If you've read the manga or watched the anime, you probably know what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. And at the point I'm at with the manga, I don't really know the circumstances of what exactly happened with the spoilers, and I did get a little moment which did make me happy in the manga, so hopefully it's not as bad as what it was kind of made out to be. I just have to figure out where and how to read the later volumes for Yashahime. But I did really enjoy it. Some of the demons are coming back, and I was just sitting there reading it like, why are they coming back? Like, why? Like, this isn't so much of a spoiler because she basically shows up within the first volume, but Mistress Centipede comes back, and it's like, why? She's dead. She died. They discarded her bones. I mean, I guess it's the magic of the well, but at the same time, it's like, why? Why did she have to come back? I didn't want her back. No one wanted her back, unless people wanted her back, which does not make sense to me because it's like, why? There are more interesting demons that could have been brought back. We could have had new demons. Now, with the webtoon turned graphic novel that I read The Remarried Empress, Volume 1 by Alpha Chart, again, webtoon turned graphic novel. I really enjoyed it. I got Volume 1 at Anime Expo, then I picked up Volume 2 at one of the Barnes & Nobles that I normally go to, and then I picked up Volume 3. I haven't read Volumes 2 or 3 yet, although I need to because I really loved the first volume. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. The characters are so interesting. One of them is really annoying. Purposely so. And it's like not obvious that it's purposeful at the beginning, but as you get later in the graphic novel and the story, it's kind of obvious that it was purposely done, that she's kind of annoying. I'm really liking our main character, the Empress. Some of the side characters are really interesting too, so I just really have to continue this one as well, especially since I have the next 2 volumes. I know this was a shorter video. Hopefully in my next getting back into manga, I'll do more of a reaction video as well. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for my next video.